This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Caroline, you should tell them about the newest thing that Bloody Happy Hour is doing.
A Patreon.
It's a Patreon. What is that?
That means you're basically like a VIP member, and you get some perks. You maybe get like merch a little earlier. You get
Or exclusive merch.
exclusive merch. You could get first dibs on signing up for a live show. You get episodes with no commercials.
You get our video because our video is no longer available on YouTube. It is only on Patreon. And the most important to me is you get videos of our live shows, but also bonus episodes each month. But if you're on a Patreon, you're VIP, you're going to get more.
Because I always have a lot of details I want to go to. I can law-splain. I might read a book.
This is also going to be the exclusive place that Dirty Chat is going to go to. In order to hear the full content, it's going to be Patreon. Where do they go again?
Patreon.com/BloodyHappyHour.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And
This is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
Hey y'all, this is April.
This is Caroline.
What is today?
Today is Thursday.
What
It's
is
Thursday
today?
is the day.
Did you not sing that song in pre-K?
I did not. I was
What
probably at
is
very
today?
best on that
Today is
nasty-ass bus.
Thursday. What is today? I knew you were kidnapped. That you did not go to school in pre-K. You were still in the basement.
I was. I was tortured at very best, and they made me stay in my wet swimsuit, and I couldn't even go into the computer lab.
That's because your ass wouldn't be still. That's what that was.
They would not let me go in the computer lab.
Bad. You were bad. You probably would
Well,
break
I
some
did
shit.
Get my color changed a few times in kindergarten. But that's just because I talked. I still get in trouble to this day for talking. But it's at workout.
Oh, you're one of those.
Oh, I'm the most. I don't know. I think that they miss me when I'm gone. They probably are very thankful. And she did kick me out of the class once, but I did not leave. She was just joking.
Oh, yeah, y'all. This is Bloody Happy Hour.
Oh, by the way, here we are, Bloody Happy Hour.
And it's Thursday.
It's Thursday. We're having beverages. I'm having the drink of the episode, which is vodka.
Oh.
Because we are going to Russia, and we're going to be talking about some vodka.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I'm having a ranch water.
I know.
Spicy mango.
I might want one of those.
Oh,
I'm
not that one. It's empty.
I know, but I'm like, those
It's the
are
same
so
one.
good. Okay, these are
I went
like
back to my hood store.
Ranchoria La Gloria. Wait, Rancho La
La
Gloria.
Gloria. Yep.
No,
Another sign taking over.
This is another sign of the Roman Empire, guys.
It's
was that on the quickie or is that on the Patreon episode?
Patreon.
Okay, if y'all aren't on Patreon, that was like probably the best episode.
Oh yeah, good episode. Subscribe.
We talked about the Roman Empire. We talked about yellow people. We talked about
It's crazy.
there was a lot of stuff that was happening.
Yeah.
And you should listen to it because
We even gave some things on Dirty Chad. And
we gave some teasers.
but basically we said, give we met with somebody that was deep into Dirty Chad, and we're about to record episode, and Caroline had to revisit some of those memories last night because we met with that person. So she said that she was exhausted last night after.
Exhausted.
I kind of was too. And I didn't even go through it. But give us grace because it was so much, and we don't want to rush and put it out, obviously, because we've been talking about it for 4 years. But Caroline's brain, and it's in there. It's very hard to get that shit out and get it on paper in an organized way. So
that's the key, organized.
Pray for her brain, but pray for me as I'm trying to get it out.
Pray more for
on
April.
Paper.
I can get it out. It's just going to take a lot more of her to sort through my brain.
I work with kids with disabilities all during the day. I'm not trying to do it after work, damn it. No. Anyways, it was fun, so look forward to that. But in the meantime, in between these Dirty Chads, guess what? We're going to keep dropping some bonus episodes. So that's what went out this week, a bonus Wednesday episode. So we're going to keep giving y'all those on Patreon. So subscribe if you haven't, and let's go ahead and read those new Patreons. We got Adam Henderson, Carrie, Hope Henderson, Booby Bottleberg, Heather Field.
Wait, ma'am.
Heather Field, Amanda Brown, Lane Price, Megan Dulock, Brittany Wilson, Nino46 is paying pounds. Nino, are you from another country that pays in pounds? Anyways, we're so excited to have all the new Patreons. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. And you're getting a new episode this week.
And now a word from our sponsors.
All right, if you love smoothies or if you love your protein in the morning, you need to get you a Blend Jet. You can do that if you go into blendjet.com. If you enter the code BHH12, you get a discount. And let me tell you, these things are portable. They are easy to use. They can fit in your cup holder. You can have it at home or you can have it in your office like I do. Right this morning, I had my blueberry banana one.
How was
with
it?
some chia seed.
Wasn't chunky or anything?
It was very smooth.
Wow.
When I have it in my shaker, it is a little chunky. So this is a great alternative.
I love it.
It is battery powered, so all you have to do is plug it in every 2 weeks, and the battery never runs down.
Oh my gosh. I love battery powered things.
Go to BlendJet and order you a BlendJet and get a discount.
Thanks, April, for sharing.
Did you know you could be putting oil and chemicals in your coffee? I love coffee creamer, but I don't think I've ever turned the bottle around to actually see what's inside. When I did, I found out many of my favorite creamers contain ingredients I would never intentionally add to my coffee cup, like canola oil, dipotassium phosphate, and artificial flavors. Laird Superfood all started when big wave surfer Laird Hamilton needed morning fuel that could allow him to spend the entire day chasing the ultimate wave. He couldn't find anything in the market that met his ingredient standards, so made himself the ultimate plant-based creamer. Laird Superfood started and launched its first product, Original Superfood Creamer, in 2015. Laird Superfoods contain no artificial flavors, colors, or additives, and no sugars from highly refined corn syrup. All Laird products are sustainably sourced and thoroughly tested to ensure that you're incorporating the cleanest, finest fuel into your routine. All Laird products are also made of all-natural whole food ingredients, and they are crafted from the highest quality all-natural real food ingredients. Are you ready to feel more energized, focused, and supported? Go to lairdsuperfood.com and add nourishing plant-based foods to fuel you from sunrise to sunset. Use our promo code BOO at checkout to save 15% off your purchase today.
I'm your puzzle pal, and I'm going to tell you about my latest obsession, Wongo puzzles. These things are the real deal, folks. They're high quality, handcrafted, and perfect for anyone who loves a good challenge, but doesn't want to dedicate their entire kitchen table to puzzles for a week. Trust me, I've been there. I might still be there. But I got one of these actually for Christmas. I loved it. I did it, and I was so proud of myself. And they have all these cool designs, and you need to go to wongopuzzles.com and use our discount, BHH. You get 10% off. And I really want to know, if you'll order one of these puzzles, what'd you think about it? Because it's so fun, and I need to order like 5.
Cure hydration. If you are obsessed with your hydration like I am, this may be something good for you. This is something that is so easy. Forget about the Gatorade. That just dehydrates you even more. And if you don't like the taste of coconut water, try Cure Hydration. You can go to my offer link. It is zen.ai/BHH20. This is vegan. It's no added sugars. It's just a little packet you could put in your water. Or if you're really smart during happy hour, you could put it into your Tito's. It is just as effective as an IV drip. And if you do not like the taste of water, it's not as boring as water, not as sugary as the sports drink. And if you're an athlete, it'll give you the best performance. Or if you just get brain fog or headaches because you do not stay hydrated.
Brain frog?
Brain fog.
I get
The solution is Cure Hydration. So go to that link, enter the code. You can go to my offer link. It is zen.ai/BHH20. Cure Hydration. What's the story about? Where we going? What we doing?
Okay. We're going to Russia. We're going to have some vodka. And we're going to talk about a Russian
Svetka?
serial killer. So this guy's a little different. He does not really have an MO.
Why?
He kind of just hopped around, he just...
Opportunist?
Yeah, kind of. He had like a sort of a type, but he would stray from it a lot. And then he would change up his way of the murders. And all kinds of
those
stuff.
are hard to find.
Well, this is Alexander Pichushkin.
Is that going to change every
Say
time
it
you?
again. Yes.
Pushkin.
Pichushkin.
Okay.
Pichushkin.
Okay.
Bless you.
They're about to come and get us.
AKA, you may have heard of him. He is known as the Chessboard Killer. April, do you know how many spots are on a chessboard?
Nope. Never played it. You play it, though, don't you?
Chess?
I thought you had a chess thing on your table at one point. Dirty Chad used to play it.
I think that was Mackenzie Childs.
Who is
I
Mackenzie
think that was
Giles?
a Mackenzie Childs tray.
Oh, what is that?
She just has like items that she sells at like Saronia and places like that. It's like a
Does it look like chessboard?
yes, it's black and white checkered.
Okay.
A checkerboard is a chessboard. They're the same. Yeah. I have learned how to play chess once before.
Okay.
Like, I think my stepdad's dad taught me a long time ago. And I knew how to play. I would play. Like, I knew what the moves were and all this stuff.
And you lost it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because if you don't keep playing, you'll totally forget. Or you just kind of black out.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. But Alexander Pichushkin, he knew how to play some chess. He was born April 9th, 1974.
He was an Aries.
Oh, you were working on your horoscopes there? And this is the city he was born in, which I cannot pronounce, but I'll try it one time. Tishki, and which is just northeast of Moscow.
Okay.
And so it's just a short drive away, but a lot of people who lived in the city, Tishki, called it Jopamita.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Which translates as butthole of the world. So he lived with his mother, who was an alcoholic, and his younger sister, half-sister, her husband, and their son. And they all lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, and the father had abandoned the family.
Oh, all great things that make a great person.
How many red flags do you have at this point?
The 2 bedrooms kind of scaring me. Where does he sleep? If there's 2 bedrooms.
There's 2 bedrooms.
With his mama. Right?
But his mom's an alcoholic, so she's probably gone all the time. So he probably just like.
No, she comes home and crawls in the bed drunk with him.
Oh, hell. That's probably true. But you know what, April? I'm about to give you another red flag. Because initially, Alexander, I'm going to call him Alexander. I can stick with that. Pichushkin, he was a social child. But when he turned 4 and he was 4 years old, he had little Alex fell off the swing.
Oh, head trauma.
He fell off the swing, and not only did he fall off the swing, but the swing came back and hit him again
twice. Oh, man.
So he not only did he get damage to his frontal cortex, he also developed a misshapen forehead. I'm laughing because this guy's terrible. So, swinging back and forth, hits him again.
What kind of was this? A steel swing?
I think it had spikes on it. I don't know what kind of spike swing he was on, but he was on some kind of like. It was probably some BDSM swing at his house, like his mom had.
Oh, his mom.
Oh my gosh,
it was
that's
their
exactly
swing.
Right, it was a sex
swing.
They left that part out. That I'll add that in Wikipedia. So he had injured part of his brain, and so it was he couldn't control his impulses, and he was get aggressive, like if you're a football player, concussions and all that stuff, all those type of brain injuries. I guess, like we said,
CTE.
This was quite a swing. This was some like that's some pig, like that's some swing. Okay, so you know what? It's you think, okay, well, here we go. It's gonna get better. No, life got worse because then he started school, and he had learning disabilities. So not only that, he started to get bullied physically, verbally. He has a dent in his head. He has a disability. He is just getting made fun of left and right.
So much commonalities.
But he gets so made fun of. They start calling him, quote, that retard.
Oh,
back then,
yeah,
and so he eventually would just start to get so angry so fast. Like, so they knew they could push his buttons, and that was how it pushed it. That really caused him to get angry, and they liked him to get really mad and cause a scene. And eventually one day he said he was like talking to the kids, and he was like, this is going to result in dire consequences.
Dire.
So finally his mom took him out of school, like every good mother would do.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ed Gaines' mom?
She took him, she didn't homeschool him. She sent him to a school with kids with special needs. And I don't think he's special needs. He just has a learning disability.
Yeah. Lord Jesus.
So neighbors of him, they were like, oh, he was always a polite kid. He's polite. He loved animals. Okay, that's good. Especially dogs.
Okay.
But he was very devastated when his cat died. So that's
bad
your 18th
sign.
red flag. So even though he had these learning disabilities, he was really good at chess. And his grandfather was like, that school that your mama sent you to is doing no good for you. You're not learning anything.
Yeah.
And you're great at chess. And you should come and play chess with me at the park. And he's like, oh my gosh, he's noticing his abilities. And he's like,
he's probably really good cognitively. It's just when it's time to do the academics, there's a misfire.
Yeah.
And he's got a dent in his head.
So he got so into chess, he would go to the park and play chess. So this park is called Vista Park, and this is a humongous park. It is 4 times the size of Central Park in New York. So it's a very large park where you could probably hide a lot of things. I don't know what, but you could hide things. So he got to where he was really good. He was outstanding. He was winning. He was just beating all these people. And he would, any emotional energy, like any anger or whatever, he would take it out on his chess game.
Yay.
Yeah. So Unfortunately,
Grandpa died.
Grandpa died.
Oh man.
This is like another one. Who is
Dennis
this,
Nielsen.
Like, yes,
Did they put him on his kitchen table?
yes, no.
Did he eat his ashes?
No.
Oh goodness.
No,
Okay.
No, but he did have to go move back in with his mom, and his mom enrolled him back into school.
Back to the
school.
Special school?
No, regular school.
Okay.
So, but he was very, very upset about this because he was
That
like,
was the one
that
person
was
that's good to him.
Yes.
Oh goodness. He's gonna kill women.
Well, no, that's why
because he's random.
Yeah. So he decided he needed to find a way to ease the pain of the death and to get rid of his aggression. So what do? You turn to
Alcohol.
vodka.
Is it that brand?
No, it's just I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know exactly his brand
Okay.
of choice, but he decided to turn to vodka. So he would continue to go play chess. He would go play at Vista Park, and it was around this time he kept going out there, and he started to he was getting a little bit more sinister.
Okay, let's count them. Psycho mom.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, head trauma.
Mom.
So head trauma, alcoholic mama, absent father,
Bullied.
and then it's either high IQ or learning disability. So he's got the learning disability. Then there was the death in the family, and then now it's the the alcohol, the drinking.
So that's 7.
Yes. I mean, those are like the serial killer commonalities.
And we haven't even got to the. But you know what? He never harmed animals. So
or pee in the bed.
Well, as far as we know, he probably did. Well, he slept with his mom, maybe, so
she probably peed in the bed for him.
She probably peed on him. She's so drunk, she's peed on the bed. So he starts going, and he starts I need to do something sinister. I don't know. I'm getting a craving for this. And so randomly when he would, and children weren't his thing, but he just wanted to have control over something. So if he would see kids in the park, he would take his video camera with him, and he would get the kid. And one time with one of the kids, he held up the kid by one leg upside down, and said into the camera, "You are in my power now. I'm going to drop you from the window, and you will fall 15 meters to your death." What? I don't know where the window came from, but I don't know why he's just holding people by their feet. Okay, so this is just he starts doing this, and then he watches the videos of him doing this, and that kind of he gets off on that. He's "Oh yeah, I have power over them, and they listen to me." It's kind of like the person who's bullied, and now you're getting to bully people and the kids. It's a normal thing. But unfortunately, in 1992, this was not enough.
He had to graduate.
Yeah, he had to graduate. And I know I asked you earlier, and I didn't answer how many squares are on a chessboard.
Can I just guess?
Yeah.
I will say 48.
I was going to guess 48. I think that's
60.
a great number, and I would have guessed that in my head.
Okay. Is it more or less?
It's more.
64. 64.
64. So his goal was to kill 64 people.
Does he meet it?
No.
Don't tell me.
So his first murder, this is the first victim, July 1992. He was 18 years old. So what he would do was for this particular one, he was arranging to meet up with one of his classmates, a guy classmate. I'm going to try to say his name because I cannot. And the classmate and him were like, "Hey, we're gonna together kill these 64 people so we can fill up our chessboard." And the friend is like, "Yeah, that's cool." So they meet in the park. They get to the park.
How do you just find a friend that just agrees to that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he just I guess it was his bestie.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Let's do this. We're ride or die."
Okay.
We're ride or die. So then when his friend got there and they met and then they start talking about it, the friend is like, "No, I'm out. I'm actually, no. Bet, but no bet. I'm done. Alex was pissed, though. He was like, "You've teased me now."
Oh.
And so he decided that he would strangle him and throw his body in the sewer.
That's a good alternative.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't just block him on Facebook.
No, he
or
was pissed. He was
defriend
like,
him.
I'm strangling you and you're going straight to the sewer.
First victim.
Then he just goes back home and he's like, all right, that's fine.
So he's dead. Like,
So
he
he's
didn't
dead.
just choke him
No,
and push him.
He's dead. There was no body found. Okay. So then there's this disappearance of the classmate. And the police start getting involved. And then they have some witnesses. The witnesses were like, oh, I did see the last person I saw this classmate guy with was Pichushkin.
Wait, is classmate best friend or it's another classmate?
Same guy, same
Okay,
person. Classmate
okay.
/ best friend guy,
Okay.
classmate. Witness says that they saw the last person the classmate was with was Alexander. And so then the police go over to Alex's house. He is later, this was 3 days after he killed him.
Mm-hmm.
So police get him, they take him in for questioning. Alex confirmed that he did meet with the guy, but said that he left him unharmed in the park. Like, he just left him. Like, he just no idea.
Mhm.
No idea. And police didn't have any evidence, and they didn't have any body, so he's released. He got him. So after that, they kind of worried him because he was like, man, I guess I almost got caught. And so then he took several years off. So that was 92. And then it wasn't until 96 when Russia suspended the death penalty. And then he's like, oh, I think this is
It's a good time.
This is my calling.
This is my sign.
This is my sign. And just wait until I tell you his signature sign.
Oh.
It's a good one. So this was between like 2021 and 20.
Oh,
No.
yesterday.
2001.
Oh,
2000.
not yesterday. Just
Which
20
that
years
does
difference.
Feel like it was yesterday. So he was mostly into older homeless men. It was nothing sexual.
Okay.
He was just
They're available.
They were easy targets.
Yeah.
So he would go up to them at the park and be like, "Hey, you want to get shit faced on vodka?" I mean, he's like basically that's basically what he said. Vodka.
Free vodka
yeah.
to a homeless person?
Oh, for sure. And so he was like, okay, well, let's take a walk and let's go. My dog is buried over there. Let's go to his grave and let's like have a toast to my dog or whatever. And then they're like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. Like, that's normal.
You would go.
The dog.
What's your
and
dog's
I think
name?
the actual dog grave was in buried in the
He
park.
went line.
No, he was. So on May 17th, 2001, Pichushkin is in the park playing chess with this 52-year-old guy. And at the end of the game, Alex is like, you want to take a walk with me? Let's go. Come on, take a walk with me. I got some vodka. And it's actually the anniversary of my dog's death. And he's buried just over there. So can you just walk with me over there? And the guy's like, yeah. I mean, so they're in this isolated area, and then they pour a little toast. They have a vodka toast.
They pour one out.
And I guess the guy looks at the grave, and here comes Pichushkin with smacks him over the head with the vodka bottle, straight up a handle.
Wow.
You know, it's not a plastic vodka bottle; it's glass.
It's glass.
So he hits him over the head with the bottle. Once the man is dead, he throws his body into a well.
Oh,
A nearby
they
well.
have those.
They have wells. So between May 2001 and September 2005, so 4 years, over 4 years, he would attack 36 people, but 3 of these people survived. Okay.
Using his dog as bait.
Offering vodka.
Your 2 favorite things. Dogs and vodka. Caroline be dead.
I would be in the sewer.
Caroline gone.
Straight up. So he would approach these homeless people. Most of them were elderly homeless people.
Men.
Yes. And he would offer the drink, share the drink, walk, kill him, hit him in the back of the head. Sometimes he'd use the hammer.
And that's crazy because he loved his grandpa so much. Why would you kill people like your grandpa?
I don't know.
Elderly men.
I'm assuming
He's detached.
they were the only. Well, I don't know who else plays chess in a park. I'm still confused about that. But
So he was playing chess with homeless people?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, there could have been like a chess club that met in the park, but then
Also
when
the homeless
he
people.
probably would see all the homeless people walk by, and then he just wanted to kill people, and he was like, "Oh, they don't have a life, so I'll kill them."
Yeah.
Or he probably invited them to play, and maybe they felt very welcome.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, he would typically strike the person in the back of the head with a hammer or with a bottle. And that was his big thing. But
And nothing else would happen. It's just blunt force trauma, and then
well, his trademark became pushing the vodka bottle into the gaping wounds of their skulls. Kind of like when you have like a watermelon, like, and you poke the hole out of it and you pour the vodka in the watermelon. It's kind of like,
oh.
I mean, that's kind of what I just thought that would.
Ouch.
And then he would push them into the sewage canal to drown.
Mm-mm.
The poop canal.
Mm-mm.
But his sign was the vodka bottle thing.
Yeah.
This mission.
So then just these homeless people were turning up with vodka bottles pushed into their head.
Wonder if there's any vodka left in the bottle.
He better have finished it.
Because, you know, they could just pull that shit out and just go back drinking.
Good.
So the reason he attacked the people from behind is obviously to catch him by surprise, but he didn't want to get blood on him. He didn't want to spill any blood. No.
Okay.
And 10 of his victims lived in the same apartment complex that he lived in with his wife.
Oh, he was not even smart.
He was not. So in June 2006.
Oh, so this is
It's
5 years. Like, so 2001 was when he started back again, right?
Yes.
And now it's 2006.
yeah.
So he's
because he
going
had
for a little
36
bit.
victims between 2001 and 2005. So then
he's got a good little range.
yeah, there's this one's called the open period. So from October 2005 to his final murder in 2006, June 2006.
Okay.
He offered to go for a walk with his 36-year-old coworker, Marina Moskalyova.
Good job.
I nailed that shit. She was a little sus of him, but she agreed to go. And before she left, she wrote a note to her son letting him know that she went for a walk with Alexander Pichushkin.
Good job.
And left his phone number. He knew she was doing that. He was aware of it. He was unbothered. Unbothered. So, Marina's body was then discovered
He was ready to be
in
caught.
Bitsa Park on June 14th, 2006, complete with his trademark injuries. Do you want me to tell you about the tiny stakes that were hammered into her skull around her eyes?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought. Tiny little stakes were hammered. Not like food stakes, like wood stakes.
Oh, I figured. Where'd that come from? So he was really mad at the woman. That was
Yes.
overkill on her.
Tiny wooden stakes, not food, around her eyes into her skull jammed. Anyway, so then a Moscow metro, like a subway ticket or something, was found in her possession. That's what led the authorities to review the surveillance camera footage from the metro system, which saw her sitting on a bench, and she was, I think she had just broken up with, or her and her boyfriend had just, is that this one or this other one? But they saw them, the two of them together, and that they were walking together, and it was just a few hours before she was murdered or before her death. So they knew that it was him. He was on the footage, so they arrest him. Then he so he's arrested. He then leads the police officers to the scene of
All the other ones.
all of his crimes.
They didn't even know.
And demonstrated how the murders were committed.
He was ready to be caught.
Apparently, in Russia, that is a regular part of the criminal investigation. Is you have to go and reenact your crimes in great detail.
Oh, that's what he wanted. He wanted a show.
So he also revealed that some of the murders committed were not done using his preferred method. And some of them, which was like the blow to the head, some of them he just threw in the sewer. And one of them that he threw in the sewer without hitting them upside the head, just threw him in there, I guess, to die. One of them survived, and I'm gonna tell you that story in a second, because this lady had to
found her?
crawl out of the poop.
Oh,
so he killed older men. He killed one child. He killed younger guys. He killed middle-aged people. But only 3 women were involved in anything. So it's completely...
But only killed one
child.
But 2 women?
3.
3
women were...
But one of them lived because she crawled out of the poop.
I know. Yeah, she crawled out. So, yeah, one of the women was the one that he killed was with the stakes. And he was very sadistic. He was said to get he said he got a sexual buzz out of it. And he also admitted that it gave him a perpetual orgasm.
Oh, I wonder what he was getting out of it.
I mean,
besides the control, but
I know
it's such a quick push and go, hit and push and done. You don't spend any time.
But it seems like he spent more time putting those stakes in that lady's eyes.
Going to the same crime scene. Maybe that's what
at this big huge park. He also said that when deciding on his victims on whether they should live or die, that made him feel like God. And he said, in all cases, I killed for only one reason. I killed in order to live. Because when you kill, you want to live. For me, life without murder is like life without food for you. I felt like the father of all these people, since it was me who opened the door for them into another world.
Oh my gosh.
We are going to let the unburdened and the burdened be unburdened. No?
They're the burdened, so he made them unburdened by killing them.
He's basically just doing
helping them.
Yeah. He's just
what a sicko.
Living out the life.
Wow.
And so let me tell you about this survivor. So on February 23rd, 2002.
Okay.
He lured a pregnant saleswoman. She was 3 months pregnant.
Was he good? No, he wasn't good looking.
No, he had the dent in his head. He was real horrible looking.
Why are these people just going on walks with him?
I don't know.
They all love dogs, and that was the problem. They're all dog lovers.
Well, if somebody said, do you want to go walk with me to my dog's grave? I would be like, no. Why does your dog have a grave anyway? My dog is if my dog was dead, he'd be stuffed sitting on my mantle, staring at me daily. Or he'd be in a locket.
Then nobody would ever come to your house.
With all of his ashes inside, always attached to me. Please.
She'd swallow a little bit each day.
I spit at the grave. Give me some vodka. 19-year-old. This chick was 19 years old. She was 19, 3 months pregnant when she ran into this Petrushkov. And she was the one that was sitting at the station. And she had recently had an argument, fight, breakup, whatever with her boyfriend. So she was a bit distraught. And so he comes and sits next to her, all planning it all out in his head. He was not trying to cope with her. He was trying to hunt a victim. And so he said that that men were easily lured by alcohol, but women, they needed a financial interest.
Okay. So what was the interest?
Well, he had a stash of stolen cameras, contraband, and he was going to give her some of these cameras, and she was going to be able to sell them and make money.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So, listen, I'm trying to tell you right now, you never get anything free in this life. So don't be trying to act like you're going to go get these free stolen cameras and you're going to make money from it, because this guy is probably going to push you down a well. And that's exactly what he did. She's all who. First of all, what? Who cares about a damn camera? What's it? Is this gold? Is it camera? It's probably one of those like
young and pregnant and desperate.
Oh my gosh, this isn't that long ago, and I tried to act like it was the 60s with that camera motion I did. And this was 2005 or 6. So he does what he does, and she is loving the cameras, and he's like, "Come on, girl, let's go." And he takes her over, and there's like this brick well, and there's like, it has like a lid on it, a big old lid, and he was like, opens the lid, and he's like, "Take a look inside. It puts the lotion on. Take a look inside." And she leaned
Like a
over
ring.
to take a look inside, and he just pushed her in. Oh gosh, he tried to push her in, but she fought, and she held onto the lid and was like, no. He grabs her hair. He tries to bash her head on the lid, and at this point, she later says, because she survived, she said, "I realized that he would kill me like this, so I let go." So she let go of the lid and just went straight into the shit sewer. So he yells at her, "Take a bath there." I mean, he's real good with these lines. Like, what?
I thought water was at the bottom of a well. Like fresh well water. It's like the best water you can drink.
I know, but this is a sewage well. I don't know. I don't know anything about tunnels,
Russia
or sewage, poop sewage. Is it like the drain that drains the water down the street?
I don't know.
Exactly. So all she wants is cameras. Well, no, she fell 30 feet before she landed in the sewage water. And she's like, there's this pipe. There's all these things that are like passing by her, and she gets caught up on this pipe, but she manages to grab onto the wall
and scale it like the prisoner in Pennsylvania.
Basically, I think a poop ladder came out of nowhere and she crawled up it.
Well, the wells aren't very wide, so maybe she just could have like scaled it.
And she probably did.
Up.
That's exactly what she did. She placed her hands.
She would have been able to do that.
She literally did what the prisoner did. It says, she placed her hands and feet on the side of the drain. I'm going to say well. And she just scurried up. Like she shimmied up. She did a Devante Cavalcante. Fuck that age. Fuck this age. So if she had not done that, she would have been dragged to the end of the pipe where she would have drowned. But she climbed out using this ladder. She was just too weak to open the lid. And luckily, a passerby heard her yelling. Oh, my goodness. And opened up the poop lid and found her. And she was able to get out of it. But listen to this. Twist. The authorities forced her to sign a statement saying that she slipped down the well by herself.
They didn't even believe her.
It wasn't until Pichushkin finally was arrested and under suspicion of 48 murders, she was able to identify him as her attacker.
Oh, now you want my help. Run me my money. Run me some money if you want me to testify. 48 is what he got to?
48. So in October 24th, 2007, 49 murders, 3 attempted murders, and he asked the court to add an additional, I don't know math, an additional 11 victims to his body count.
So that he can get a 64. I bet.
Wait,
no,
49 plus 11 is 60, plus there was 3, so that doesn't even equal 64. He got bad math. Bringing his claimed death toll to 60 with 3 surviving victims. I don't know why he wouldn't want to go for the 64. I'm actually pissed about that. Because that's what it says.
The one that got away.
I guess the one that got away was
So he's counting everybody that he ever attempted.
Okay, so he's counting the 3 that got away, the 48, but he's adding on 11.
All he had to do was just keep doing what he was doing, and he would have got his 64 because they had no idea.
No.
no idea. He just got bored and he wanted some attention.
So the Russian people hate him so much. During the trial, he was housed in a glass cage for his own protection.
Like
Did
off,
they have to roll him out?
like off of
Silence
Silence of the Lambs. They just had air holes so he could breathe.
Yes.
And gave him his food through a little drawer.
Yes, Clarice. Yes, Clarice. So
I need pictures of that.
He was convicted and sentenced to life in prison with 15 years to be spent in solitary confinement. So he appealed his sentencing, claiming it was too harsh. He asked for a reduction, but then as of 2017, which kind of was yesterday, he is spending those days in I don't know how many days in solitary. I guess he's still in solitary confinement. Yeah, because if it was 2007 and he has 15 years, this episode is too much math right now. So he is currently there in solitary confinement at the Arctic Penal Colony.
Penal.
Penal. Did you just say penal? And that is the story of the chessboard killer, Alexander Pichushkin. Pichushkin.
Now he's from West.
Now he's from West, and now he's probably my uncle. So there you have it.
I'm going to listen to how he's changed his name 40 times.
Can we make a clip?
Of every he said his
I
name.
want you to
need to do that.
Okay, but you timestamp. Send me every timestamp I say his name, and I'll clip it all out.
Oh my goodness.
I'll spend at least a good
He
day's
went from
worth
Russian
of work.
to Czech. He went to Russia. He changed his ethnicity every time he said his name.
I feel like, though, I'm kind of, I guess, are they similar, Russian and Czech?
Hey, quit asking me all these questions about geography and pounds.
I need to
and culture.
send
I don't know.
a prep. Do we need to prep about my questions? Because actually, you think I'm gonna prep a question? Because I don't even know.
Don't
what I'm
ask me about
ask.
math. Don't
No.
ask me about any of that.
No.
That was a good story. And he would have been impossible to catch because he's so random. And he could have kept going and got his goal.
I'm
He
very
got
upset with him.
bored with his own self
Well, because he
and
was.
wanted attention.
It was just he wasn't doing anything exciting. He wasn't kidnapping anybody. He wasn't really torturing. I mean,
he
except
probably
for the
wasn't even
knives.
getting off.
I'm really wondering what's up with the lady with the stakes in her eyeballs. Like
He
what?
just was thinking of something to do.
Yeah, he was like, well,
I guess I
I'm
could
tired
do
of
this.
puzzling. I'm tired of painting. I'm just going to start putting stakes around people's eyes. I mean, it's a natural progression.
Oh my goodness. Okay, good stuff. We've
Pichushkin.
gone to Russia now.
We have officially
We've
gone to Russia.
covered so many countries. My brother-in-law plays in Boston, Massachusetts. Two shits this weekend, however you say it. So my in-laws were going to get a plane ticket to go to Massachusetts, however you say it. So my father-in-law is old, like he's old and country. But my mother-in-law is young, like Sweepy's age. So big age difference. So she just texted me and said,
hell.
Terry doesn't want to go because he's scared there's a hurricane coming and we're going to get
To
stuck.
Massachusetts?
Is there a way a hurricane
There
that could
was-
come to Massachusetts? And I'm laughing
Well, now
because
I
it
gotta look
sounds
and see
ridiculous.
Exactly where Massachusetts is.
Is it by somewhere where a
Well, I mean,
hurricane
it's on
could
the
be?
East Coast, so it could be. I guess
just
if it comes out
sounds
of like where
funny.
Florida is, if it came higher than Florida, like sometimes they hit the Carolinas.
But in Boston?
Tripping. Does he have Alzheimer's? Does he have a condition? No, he doesn't have a condition.
Sometimes he does. Sometimes he does.
No, this is how I'm gonna die. If next week there is a hurricane that hits Boston,
So he doesn't want to get stuck.
wait, I do. It
Is there a
close
hurricane
to
in
the
Boston?
edge. No, but it is very close to the edge. Oh, but it's up near not it's like close to New York, Maine. That's Massachusetts.
Oh, it is close to the edge.
It's
so it's
so-
not unheard of.
I
But
don't-
is there a hurricane common?
Well, I guess there probably is. Hurricane.
There's probably not, but he just thinks
Which
because
ocean
it's so
is that?
close.
Atlantic, Pacific, Northern, Southern.
Look at these questions now. There you go. All I know is the Gulf of Mexico. Anyways, I thought, guys, history people, tell us. If you watch the weather, is there a hurricane coming?
I do watch the weather, but let me tell you.
I just think that is hilarious because that is so like him. He's the one that sang.
It's the Atlantic.
He's the one that sang "Ain't No Santa, Ain't No Claus, Ain't Nobody But Your Ma and Pa." So if that tells you,
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Advisory North. The National Hurricane Center is issuing advisories for the Atlantic.
oh, I laughed at him for no reason.
Oh no! It's Nigel, but Nigel's not even close. Nigel's not even close. He's going. Is he going down? That's Nigel.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he going?
To Boston. From Texas to Boston. But look at that.
That's not Texas.
Look
though.
at all the disturbances.
Oh yeah, we got a 50% disturbance here. We got a 16% disturbance here.
Yeah, they might want to stay.
Yeah, we got to tell them. We did our research.
Or up the insurance. That's what I'm going to say.
Yep.
Stay here. We're going to up your life insurance.
Low pressure.
Y'all, we hope you enjoed that episode and a little bit of our weather
knowledge.
experience afterwards.
We're basically weathercasters. I'm going to add that shit to my resume.
We'll see y'all next week for a quickie and another full episode. And go on and rate us and sign up for Patreon and send us a review. And that is it. Send this episode to a couple of friends and tell them, go to Russia. Don't forget to
stay aware.
Stay alive.
Stay wild.
Always.
And always be DTF.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, Pichushkin.
Hola, yo soy Jackie.
Y yo soy Jessica.
Y esto es Zona del Crimen. Un podcast donde hablaremos sobre casos de crímenes reales
y eventos impactantes que han quedado marcados a través del tiempo. Recuerden que nos pueden seguir en Facebook, Instagram
o donde escuches tus podcasts favoritos.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany. And we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. You can find us on Instagram at bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those two also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it.
Hi, and welcome to Bustles and Bangers with your hostess, Rachel and Christopher.
I love it when you say my name.
And you didn't say hi.
I didn't. You just kept going. I'm going to introduce the book. I'm not reading it.
It's
because I don't like reading.
Girls like cowboy butts, and those jeans don't hide anything. Find us on Instagram at Bustles and Bangers or on RogueMediaNetwork.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.